All right, we're set to go. I want to welcome everybody out to the Marshall County Basketball Media Day. This is a first for us. Thank you, Coach Smallwood, helping put this together. Thank you to Randy Jones and Associates for being part of this. Today we'll be talking to all the Marshall County schools, girls and boys, in alphabetical order. We'll start off with Albertville, talking to Albertville Aggies girls head coach Natasha Smallwood. Coach, if you would, we'd like for you or the players to introduce themselves, or maybe you can introduce them. It's up to you. And then if you'd make some opening comments, then we'll have questions for you and the players.
Of course. I'll let them introduce themselves.
Okay.
My name's Whitley Booker, and I'm a freshman.
My name is Lady Smallwood, and I'm a senior.
My name is Molly Butler, and I'm a junior.
My name is Grayson Robinson, and I am a junior.
All right, Coach, some opening comments from you about this year's team?
Well, we're definitely excited about this year, being that it's my second year here as the coach, and they played for me last year. I think it's going to be an exciting year because they've gotten to know how I coach and they know what to do. So I'm just excited to see what this year holds.
Looking at your roster, how many players do you have returning from last year's team?
I have 6 returning from last year. So, and these 4 will be starters starting the season. And so I think they've got a lot of experience last year, and they've worked really hard in the off season to prepare for this season. So I'm ready to see the work that they've put in show on the court.
Who are some new players on this year's team that you see helping you this year?
Well, we've got 4, but one of them is Millie McBee. She is a freshman guard. She actually moved in this summer or in the spring. She's going to really give us a good look in the guard presence, and so I'm excited to see what she does. I also have 2 other freshmen, Ansley Burns and Ella Brown. They're also going to add some good things for us, but obviously it's their first year in varsity, so they're going to have some growing pains, of course,
right.
But as the year goes on, I feel like they're really going to be able to help us out. And then Briley, who is also a sophomore, she's going to give us some good post presence. So,
talk about the summer with your team. What did you see from the team this summer?
I saw a lot of good things that I think is going to be good for this year. The one thing that I love about this group is the camaraderie they have off the court and on the court. They truly love each other and one another, and they don't care who does what. They just want to win the game. And that's what I love about these ladies. And they just have a lot of fun together, but they're really competitive. But like I said, it's not about who does what. They just want to win. And I think that's what impressed me the most, seeing them this summer.
With your first game coming up in a matter of days, what are your expectations from this year's team?
Obviously we've got a different target on our back this year, doing the things we did last season. Very proud of them for that, but I've told them going ahead that this is a new year. We can't ride the boat of last year because it's a new day, new time. So we've got to take one game at a time and take that step to do the best that we can do. And that's what they understand that. So, obviously we have high expectations for them. We want to win, but we have a tougher schedule that's going to challenge us, so who knows if our record will be as good as it was last year, but we're definitely going to be challenged every game that we play this year, and that's what's going to make them tougher and ready for the games, in the end. So
this is for the players. We talked a lot about expectations. You do have that target on your back this year, and how have those high expectations, how has that driven you as you've worked through the summer, through preseason, and going on into the season? How have those expectations, what has that done to you as a leader of a team, because you wouldn't be here if you were not one of the leaders of the team? This is for the players.
For me personally, I feel like
a lot of people didn't expect us to do what we did last year, and we did. And so obviously that is what put the biggest target on our back. So everything that I personally did this summer, I did it in the thought of we have to take the next step, and that's our motto for this year is take the next step. And everything we do, we have to up our game because no matter, we did have a great season last year, but we didn't get the end goal that we wanted. And so I feel like personally, everything I did that was in the back of my mind was take the next step for this year to go even further than you did last year.
I feel like, yes, we done awesome last year and we reached goals that we wanted to reach, but there's always, the next season and the next game and stuff. So we're going to do our best. And our season last year was great, but we're going to put it behind us and forget about it basically and go to the next season and have new goals set.
I feel like I always just work for the people in the circle and my team, and that's why I like hold everybody else to higher expectations, and we always expect the most out of each other, and that's really why we have so high expectations and why we do what we do, because we try to give our biggest effort in everything we do.
We had a great season, and I don't know, but a lot of people had high expectations for us, so that just makes me want to work harder and just.
One other question for you players. Who is a younger person on the team that this is for each and every one of you. Who is a younger person on the team that you have seen during summer workouts or whatever that has really worked hard that you could see fill in and play a role? Who's someone that's impressed you as a teammate, a younger person that maybe is stepping forward?
Well, the one sitting right beside me, obviously, she's a freshman, so I feel like she can talk for this, I guess, because she played last year, but every single time, we're always in the gym together, and Millie, who she talked about, is going to be our other starter. She's always in the gym, all 5 of us. We had training this morning, and, I just feel like the way we all work together and just us as role models, being the upperclassmen, I feel like we've set a good example for them, and they follow in the footsteps, but they also push us just as much as we push them.
Who are some of those? Who's the name within this work hard and go back? We got in the going.
Oh,
It's not a.
Ella.
I would say, honestly, I wouldn't pinpoint a certain girl because we all put in work, and as a team, it's going to all work together.
Well, I would say a certain person. I think Ansley Burns is always, she gives her 100%. She always gives the most effort she can give in the weight room. She's really strong, and she just always gives as much effort as she can, and she talks a good bit. She's always talking. I like Ansley. Yeah.
I would say Millie. Ever since she came to Albertville, she's been at training a lot, and she works hard, and she's just a great teammate, very encouraging, and she's really funny too. She's crazy, literally
She's
crazy.
funny.
All right, Coach, question for you. Your region, your area this year, you mentioned Sparkman, we're off the air. Who are the teams you'll be facing this year? Who are the teams to watch that you'll be looking at in the area?
That's in the area? Or
In the area.
In the area. Well,
Who are the teams? Sparkman, is that the team?
you've got, honestly, all 3 teams. You've got Sparkman, Huntsville, and Grissom. And, they're well coached. Grissom has a new coach this year. And so I know they're going to be very well coached. And they all do a really great job with the teams they have. So anytime you win the area, the next year you're definitely they're going to want to beat you that much more and prepare for you. So honestly, all 3 teams are going to be tough, and we're going to have to be ready to play them when we play them. So.
A question for the players. The first game is just a few days away. What are your expectations for the team this year? What do you hope to accomplish? Of course, you want to win state. Do you want to, of course, go further than you did last year, or what are you hoping for?
Well, like I said, our motto is take the next step. So obviously the end goal, you always have that in the back of your mind, but really just every single game, like our first game, that's on our mind right now. And just winning each game that's next. That's the goal. That's the expectation. If you do that, then you'll win state. If you
Right.
win each next game, you will end up winning state, and you'll end up having a perfect season. And obviously, those are high expectations. There's some goals that you may not reach, but if we all work together and we work as hard as we can, like we have been, then sky's the limit.
What are your goals for yourself? Well, ask each player, what are your goals you've set for yourself this year? Have you set any goals just for you individually?
I would say I need to be more like confident because I was out almost half of the season last year, and when I came back I was a little rusty and I didn't have much confidence. But I just need to stay positive with myself.
My main goal being a senior is to just be the best example and role model and leader that I can possibly be. Obviously, you have achievements that you want to reach, given the player that I strive to be, but I just really want to be an example to them, and I want to be a role model and go out in the best way that I can and teach them how to lead and to lead by example.
I would say mine would be, because last year I was just a sophomore, but since I'm a junior and I'm getting older and stuff, I'd say growing into a leadership role, and especially as a point guard, you have to be a leader. And I would say for me is to be vocal on the court and talk and help everybody out. And, as a point guard, you have to have everybody in their positions and stuff.
I feel like mine would be to just extend my game more than just threes, and on defense a lot, which I've been working on a lot, is my defense. And I feel like it's really gotten better, and that's just something that because I want to be able to contribute everywhere, mostly on defense now too.
One more for the players. What does it mean to you that the coach chose you four to be here today, representing the team and the school for this year? What does that mean to you personally? What are the four chosen to come here today? That's a huge honor. She could have chose any of the 10.
Obviously it's an honor, and I feel like, we're 4 starters, so obviously I wish we could have had Millie here as well, but, it's just an honor. Obviously I love representing Albertville. I love the school, and I'm obviously, I'm thankful she chose me. I'm thankful that she chose them as well.
All right, Coach, any final thoughts on the upcoming season?
Well, I do want to say these 4 girls are always in the gym. They work on the game, and I know that I can depend on them for anything. And so that's the reason they're workers, and they work on this game all the time. And so I'm very proud of them. I'm thankful that I get to coach these ladies, and that they're on my team. So just, looking forward to this season. I've learned over the years that sometimes we, get so caught up in the moments that we forget to enjoy them, and we sometimes get caught up on we have to make the win. We have to, be perfect, or we have to, play a certain way. And then we look back on those times and think, man, I forgot to just really enjoy it, and it went by so fast. And this being Lainey's senior year, the last year to get to coach her, and it's going to be emotional at times for me as a mom, and getting to coach her. But I look back and I think, I want to enjoy this, because you don't get it back, and it'll, this time next year she'll be in college. But it's that way with all these girls. You just want to enjoy it and know that they've also had a great experience in high school, playing the game that they truly love, and to know that they had a great high school career. So.
Okay, Coach, thank you very much, and good luck this year.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank
All right,
you.
thank you.
Thank you.